Well, welcome and thank you for joining me. My name is Sunbob and we're ready to talk about Robocraft. Strut Your Stuff is coming tomorrow. And they have a nice article today on the Robocraft game.com site to tell you all about the update coming. Let's take a little look at it, and who knows, probably by the time you see this it will be out. Now but I'm going to give you my thoughts on what might be coming. And who knows, you will already have seen it, and we'll see how right or wrong I am. Ha, that could be fun. We'll make this the fun part. We've got a new expansion, Strut Your Stuff. All new content coming. New struts. This looks interesting. If nothing else cosmetically, but I also think it's going to have some more structure and a little more armor to it. So that'll be interesting. A little more building options, a little more creativity. Only concern I might have is that they're going to be epic quality, so we'll see what the cost is going to be. New player voted center of mass indicator. This is going to be cool. This is going to be...
Center of mass and more in 30 seconds.
Now, we're not going to let Drognan will tell you all about it if you want to see the video. But the point being, we'll be able to see your center of mass as you're building, which is going to be great for flyers, helicopters, airplanes, but also anything that's moving is going to be helpful. And as you attach something, you can see how it balances. This is going to be good. That'll be very helpful. I think that's going to be very helpful. New building stats are going to show total health, total shield, average health plus shield per CPU, total mass, and average mass per CPU. So now you're going to actually know how massive your bot really is. That's going to be total mass is going to be very nice for building hovers. You know, where you need to know, want to make that hover lighter so it moves faster. Did those changes you make actually make a significant difference? You'll be able to know now. I think that'll be good. I think that'll have some good, it'll be fun to see how that helps out in the building process. Here's the meat and potatoes. The balance and the changes and improvements. Gunbrella will be gone. No more the protonivity, the resistance in damage transfer from for the guns and components are changing. As a result, mech legs will have their mass reduced significantly, as do the tank tracks. Tank tracks are going to be down as much as only 7.36% of the original weight. The least will be the Warthog, which is still going to be a quarter of the original weight. Spartan legs are going to be down to, again, 8% to just 19% of the original. Significant weight loss. Holy Toledo. Oh, what did I do? All right. I'm an idiot. So what else is new? And now here, see, now you get to see how you get there. That is going to be interesting to see what that does. Mech leg's going to be able to jump higher. You're going to be able to put them on copters. We're going to have flying mech legs. We're going to have flying tanks. People are talking about building tank tracks. that fly. That'll be sort of weird. But flying mech legs, I see some flying dinosaurs in the future. One of the things that I think might be interesting from the tank tracks, if they're lightened up, will that increase their speed? Mech legs now, it sounds like, will be affected by thrusters. So you could put your hovers in your mechs and put thrusters on them, have thruster packs on the back. That'll be sort of cool. And then it says here, to go along with the tank tracks reduction in mass, various values that affect their handling have been tweaked to make them more viable, more stable. Here, we'll make that a little bigger. Right here. So they're going to be a little more stable. Hey, maybe no more flipping and flying when you get hit by another robot. Wouldn't that be fun? The two rod 2D mass, the rod diagonal 2D mass has been increased to 4 kilograms, the 3D to 5. It looks like maybe this is where they should have been from the start. Don't think that's going to make a whole lot of difference. Plasma damage is increased by 20%. Rail damage by 10. Pommel by 10. Flak damage by 10. Flaks finally get a little bit of loving. Flaks have been a little underpowered in my opinion. And of course, as a dedicated plasma player, I always like to see plasma get a little more. The four weapons mentioned have above benefited the most from the anti-gunbrella effect. So they've been buffed to negate the loss of damage they receive from the loss of anti-gunbrella, as that mechanic caused the above weapons to deal more damage than their flat damage values originally were. Changes and improvements. The anti-gunbrella has been removed, as have the barrier protection and resistivity statistics for armor and components. So, how bots take damage has been changed. We can read the details in the description. The proof will be in the pudding. We'll see how that actually plays out in the game action. New visual and audio effect clearly show a player has the benefit of faster health regeneration after spawning. We have bloom and lens flare effects. So some of the effects are changing. That'll be interesting. Although I did read that that's turned off for those of us like me that have to play in the fastest mode. We'll see. We'll see what that means. Here comes the big one. Robocraft is upgrading its network code from using Unity 4 to 5.3.5. There's more information if you want to get into the details. That's going to have some differences, some effects. One of the effects is going to be the physics are going to be a little bit more logical or normal, as you'd expect. But also know, and they're very good in talking about it on the forums. They have worked hard to work out the kinks, but every time they do this, there's going to be some changes. There was going to be some bugs that they don't find, so they're asking us to play it, and they're going to have a thread on the forums specifically where we can go in and let them know what's going on in real life. That'll be fun. Ultimately, that'll be very helpful, though, in the long run, once they get all of the wrinkles ironed out. EMP visual effect has been increased in size to match the stun radius. Visual effect has also been reworked to look more electric. That'll be interesting to see what that means. To me, it doesn't say that the size of the stun radius has actually been changed. but rather the view of it. They've renamed the single player to AI TDM in the controls menu. Yeah, that makes sense. It's a more direct description of what it is. Explosive weapons have had their damage mechanic change, so they deal area damage surrounding the explosion point of their projectiles, such as plasma, flak, and llama. It's always supposed to have been that way, so it sounds like maybe they've gotten that working better. And then there's some various bug fixes, names and bays, projectiles to spawn too far ahead. I'll let you guys go through that. I don't see anything significant to get excited about there. But overall, this looks like a lot of good stuff coming tomorrow. I'll try to get up early tomorrow and get an early video out with my initial reactions just to show you what's going on. But I wanted to get a little something on the video. This will be a short one just to give you some idea of what's coming. So get ready. Tomorrow morning, 10 o'clock London time, which probably means after I wake up here in the middle of the USA. Log on and we'll see what this is all about. So get ready to have some more fun. We'll see. These sound exciting. The new struts are going to be interesting. Some of the changes, lightening of the tracks and the mech legs. I'm interested to see what that is actually going to mean when we go into play and when we build our bots, what that final effect is actually going to be. That'll be interesting. I'm not enough of an engineer to read the stats and have that really make sense to me. I'm going to have to look at it and try it out and see what that means. Center of mass indicator is going to be interesting as well. All good stuff to me. We shall see. All right, look forward to having fun tomorrow. And I thank you for joining me. As always, do your battling in the games, but in your world, I bid you peace. Bye-bye.